It is my birthday. I am old. Happy 40th birthday, wow. Sure feels like it. Yeah. You're gifting me a sub for my birthday. Thank you. That's such a nice gift. You put my birthday on your calendar so you'll never forget. Aw, thank you. Birthday recce today. It's possible. I mean, even my PB, like, it definitely could have been recce if it weren't for, like, two extremely dumb mistakes that are, like, very easily avoidable. So, completely possible. Although, actually, so, while technically the record has not been beaten yet for all dungeons, RTA has been doing runs with effectively this route, but actually beating Ganon, which is like 3 minutes slower. And he has a run that would be record if he wasn't fighting Ganon. So, kinda handicapping himself, but you know what, I'll take it. Am I 41 yet? I'm not that old. Not that Get me back to bed? No, it's not my bedtime yet. Yeah, I'm so happy to be spending my birthday with you guys. Sounded so honest, of course. How does it feel to be 40 years young? My back hurts, my feet hurt, my everything hurts. I'm kidding, I'm fine. I think, for now. If I buffer this, all the zoomers will laugh at me. I know. Dude, I've been like semi-buffering dot skip. I'm sure I'm already getting laughed at. Is this guy really complaining on stream about his second Lambo payment? No. This is about a 3D print that costs $13. For the shipping, not for the print. The print itself costs like $2. The print is a control stick gate for my GC Ultimate controller. Because I don't like the default one because it's too small. It is not average size. And I need average size. A Lambo for each version of OOT. If I had a Lambo for each version of OOT, I'd have more than 4. Is that why I have 9 of them? Yes. I have to have 1 Lambo for each version of OOT. That's actually where I keep my OOTs stored. I think, you know, for safety reasons, in case anyone ever wants to steal my OOT cartridges, I keep it safe in a Lambo. You know, that way it can't get stolen. Wii U OOT speedruns win. If Wii U is ever faster for any category, I will not run it. I might even make an exception for running on Switch and iQ, but I will not for Wii U. Wii U is the one that I just will refuse. Totally not because I actually don't remember where my Wii U is. I know it's around here somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. What's so bad about Wii U? Hold on, let me do this first, and then I'll rant about Wii U. Wii U rant. So you guys know the whole thing about Switch having really bad input lag, right? Well, Wii U was the original version of having really bad input lag, but there was actually a fix for it. You see, Wii U was released in a weird time where they still wanted to support composite cables, even in 2012. So Wii U has a non-HDMI mode. It turns out playing OOT in non-HDMI mode actually improves input latency to actually a reasonable degree. It's more like VC. So you think, oh, that fixes everything, right? That's not a problem then. When you play in non-HDMI mode, it shrinks the screen into a very small box. So you know how if you put a 480p screen onto a 1080p screen, the 480p screen is like very small? That's what it does on Wii U. It like actually just shows a very small 480p box on a 1080p screen. It's very squished, and it looks like absolute garbage. Is that a video? Is that a video of me playing on Wii U? Yeah, okay. Watch that Wii U video that Volv just posted. So that quality is accurate. That's not like really bad capture quality. That's how the Wii U actually looks. Like the quality is just garbage, and it's on a small squished screen. And when you pull out stick on B as adult, it has this really weird graphical bug where it deletes a bunch of textures, and also when you pause, it like shows your last pause screen. It's a mess. But yeah, that's why Wii U sucks. It literally is the lowest quality version. Like I'd rather play on like visually. I think N64 looks better than Wii U. And then just the way you have to play it is just so garbage. So yeah, I will not play on Wii U. Do I think anyone here is celebrating their birthday with me? Actually, yes, one person already said that they are. And statistically, there probably should be at least like 2 more, based on the birthday paradox. Probably should be at least a few others celebrating their birthday with me. Please come to level 40 Wilderness for my birthday. No, I'm not playing RuneScape. You will not make me play RuneScape. What happened to pirate software? Is this the place you go to get your latest news on YouTuber drama? I don't know the latest on pirate software. I know that people think he's kind of dumb and that's it. I don't know. Yeah, real drama tuber here. Drama tuber ZFG. Talking about the latest YouTuber drama. Oh no, I got on the list, rip. Yeah, OOT isn't paying the bills anymore. I gotta start doing drama tubing. That's the only way you can make it these days. Moist ZFG critical. Speaking of critical, do you guys know the crit health stuff? Do you guys know how I was getting like crit wiggles in Shadow? I actually wasn't. It was a skill issue. That was bad. But I figured out how to avoid it. I should have known it wasn't a crit wiggle because they were going right and crit wiggles go left. But it felt like a crit wiggle, so I thought it was, but it was not. I was just having a skill issue. Yeah, crit wiggles always go up left, and I was getting a thing that went to the right, but I can't demonstrate, but I have a fix at least. I used to, what I was doing here for these rolls is I would hold target and then press up and A at the same time. And I guess somehow the way I was holding the control stick made me go like slightly right occasionally. But I just changed how I do it. Now I hold shield and up, and then I press target and A to roll. And then this way I can't possibly have the wrong control stick angle. And I think it's a little bit faster too. Or easier to do fast at least. So, won't be failing that anymore. Although I liked how right there I got a crit wiggle like the frame before I jumped off. If I got a crit wiggle the frame I jump off, then it actually would mess it up. Okay, let's do a run. Which is more annoying, crit wiggle or brawl tripping? Okay, brawl tripping is definitely worse. Crit wiggle, as annoying as they are, don't affect anything that often. Brawl tripping, yeah, brawl tripping's bad. Much worse for sure. However, they are like similar. No, crit wiggle luckily does not affect backwalk. Only walking forwards. Really? That was supposed to be a side hop? Wait, did I not reset my splits? Nice one. I just wasn't even looking. Hold on. Should I? I'll actually reset. I was thinking, okay, just don't even reset. I can just estimate my splits, but no. Alright, interesting start to runs. Is this the new Donkey Kong? Sure is. Look at me smashing the ground and collecting bananas. You just noticed this isn't a rando. Glad you noticed now at least. How long did it take you to notice, out of curiosity? Oh, he didn't notice, you guys told him, okay. Your therapist said you're addicted to rando. Well then, I'm helping you kick your addiction. What happened to your favorite rando streamer? I went back to speedruns. I betrayed rando. Dude, it's not that hard. The beginning isn't that hard. I was hoping maybe I could get a PB on my birthday. But I'm already playing so bad at the start. Next year I'll need an extra bit to store my age value. Oh god, that's when you know you're really old. Sick burn. Come on. Dude, load. Dude, I've never seen it take that long to load. I must have been in like the perfect position for the camera to just never hit it. It's not a coincidence that ZFG and Miku share a birth month. Yeah, insane coincidence. Surely there must be something up there. Imagine being born in the same month as someone else. I mean, that's so rare, right? Must mean there's something going on. You've never seen me and Miku in the same room. Stop noticing. You're not supposed to notice that. When will we get the Miku random model again? That was a special occasion thing. I mean, I'm not completely opposed to using it again, but it would be for special occasions. Do we get a birthday glorp? No. Can I please finish this run quickly? Best I can do is finish it within an hour. Is that good enough? How's my Earthbound playthrough going? I still haven't gotten back to it since I started speedrunning again. Cause now I'm spending all my time playing OOT and practicing. But I do want to play more Earthbound. How's my real Earth playthrough going? My Earth playthrough is going slowly. It's been 31 years. It's pretty long at this point. Not going very fast. Just hit level 31. I'm the same age Queen Elizabeth was when she died. Whoa, that's crazy. Can't believe I'm like almost 100. I'll be dead any day now. Yeah, time flies. Yeah, the Queen died. It's because she hung out with Peppa Pig. No, it wasn't the day Tears of the Kingdom came out. I think it was the day that Tears of the Kingdom name got revealed. And like, what was it that Nintendo did? Did they not announce the name for UK? Or like, did they put out a statement about the name in regards to UK or something? I forgot, but they did something really funny because the Tears of the Kingdom trailer dropped like the day the Queen died or something, or the day after. Yeah, they canceled the UK Direct, that's it. But yeah, that was really funny. I think it was the day after, but it was very close at least. Yeah, they took the title out of the trailer. Yeah, I think that's it. Funniest Tears of the Kingdom lore. I might have to be careful here. I was worried about that. There's a small chance I might die here, but I kind of have to just accept it. Don't die. Rip. The goal there is when I have what looks like 3/4 of a heart, I want to have 15/16 of a heart, and Flare Dancer does 14/16 to get down to 1/16, but I have no real way. If I get hit by Flare Dancer like that, I don't really have a way of knowing for sure if it's like 15/16 or 14/16. And the best backup besides that would have just been extremely slow. So at that point, I just had to just take the risk. Just had a job interview and it went well. Nice. Congrats. Well, hopefully, congrats. Surely it will go well. Having a job, not having a job, yeah. If you have a job, you'll have less time to watch streams. Allegedly. Because no one would ever secretly watch streams at work, right? So never miss a stream when you had your last job. Nice. Getting paid to watch. Very cool. How much do I pay my paid chatters? They get paid in exposure. Exposure by being in the YouTube highlights and on stream. Exposure to what? Just slight amounts of radiation. It's nothing harmful. Is Lon Lon Bottle ever faster than Coco's? Absolutely not. Lon Lon Bottle... so I think something a lot of people don't realize about Lon Lon Bottle is you need to wake up Talon at Hyrule Castle in order to get Lon Lon Bottle. Like, if you could just go straight to Lon Lon, like right after getting to Hyrule Field, then it'd have a chance, but the fact that you have to go to Hyrule Castle, wake up Talon, and then go back to Lon Lon, that takes just way too long. My favorite unskippable cutscene? None. They're all bad. Do I have any plans for a meet and greet in Middleburn, West Virginia? You know, I was considering it, you know, it was one of those destinations that was maybe possible, but, you know, ended up not doing it. Sorry. Almost. It almost happened. Go to Brazil. No Brazil at the moment. But no, I don't really have plans for any specific meet and greets. I guess speedrun events, if you ever go to a speedrun event, I'm at. I mean, oh, wait, what am I doing? Wait. I wasn't paying attention, and for some reason thought I was still in the first phase and I needed to take damage. Okay, that was just me not paying attention. That was really bad. Dude, it was the Brazil question. Actually throwing, yeah. That was really stupid. Too focused on the bit. Base pals are gone, by the way. Rip. This can still PB. I still have enough time to save the PB. Is this record pace? I think record might be hard at this point. But, again, I need to just finish runs. Finishing runs is the most important thing. And having fun, yeah, totally. I should VC crash for the lulz. I mean, again, it's unpredictable, so I can't force it, but... You know, I haven't had one yet since I got back to runs on VC. I might be due for one. Okay, theoretically, this is where I should save a lot of time. Because PB lost a lot here from having to save warp to fix the wrong warp probably crashing. I might hit the mic in a second. That might be a frame late. Okay, no, it's good. It's just, for that trick, I have to lean in really close to my CRT to see a visual cue. And my shoulder usually just hits my mic on the way to lean in. Mic abuse, sorry. I had a feeling that was a little bit far off. This run's over. No bombs. I can't go in spirit because then I get a cutscene if I come back out. No, I will not do spirit interior. I had to do that in one run and it was so slow. Yeah, run was bad anyway. But yeah, I think I know why. I think I just, I was too far back when I backflipped onto the Gwei. I kind of thought it was gonna fail, but I went for it anyway. Didn't really have a choice. I mean, I could have done like one more hover. Nice. I haven't gotten a single bomb drop. Okay, you know what? We're gonna reset the run. Yeah, totally on PB pace. Yeah, I'm allowed to cheat. You're legally allowed to cheat in your speedruns on your birthday. Don't ask why my runs have been so bad today then. I am indeed bad at cheating. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Hopefully, I can get a nice little birthday PB. What's my deepest, darkest secret? Wouldn't you like to know? I can't tell you guys, then it would be a secret anymore. What's my shallowest, lightest secret? I enjoy playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. ZFG, can I rage bait you? First time chatter. First time chatters are typically good at that already. Go ahead. Yeah, impress us. You've got strong competition in the first time chatter rage bait category. This can't be just some average rage bait. Didn't think you'd get this far. I appreciate the honesty. What's the worst first time chat? I don't know about the worst, but I got a recent one that I thought was very interesting, where someone just said, "You sound like a snake." And I'm not sure if this guy meant metaphorical snake, as in like someone who is very immoral, or like an actual sound of a snake. I don't know. It was very interesting. One of the more unique ones I've gotten. Also, one that I remember was pretty funny. This is kind of a basic one, but I thought it was good, is back when the Elden Ring DLC came out, I hadn't played Elden Ring at the time, and someone just said, I was just playing like Rando, and someone was like, no Elden Ring? Like, I had never even played Elden Ring yet. And just random first time chatters like, why are you playing Majora's Mask instead of Elden Ring? Average Souls fan. Yeah, dude got lost on Twitch. Forgot that people on Twitch streamed non-Elden Ring games. Well, why weren't I? Because I hadn't played it yet. I did end up playing Elden Ring shortly after. OOT is a backwalking sim, at least until you get bombs. Did I have a 5-tiered birthday cake? I did not. Yeah, worst birthday ever. Did I do anything fun? I streamed Ocarina of Time speedruns. Is there still more to optimize in OOT? Of course. We even found brand new tricks just recently that added a lot of new stuff to optimize. New routes and stuff. Still plenty to do. Yeah, and I especially have a lot of optimizing still to do. My gameplay could definitely use a lot of optimizing. Yeah, OOT is nowhere near a solved game. Maybe debatably any percent. Dude, can you not? It's really bad. I need extra health. I think I just have to cut grass and get a heart. No, I want one heart. Not a fairy. Can I please get one heart? Fine. I'm just gonna have to take damage from Dead Hand. Oh wait, no, I just skipped the heart pot in Shadow. Yeah, luck too good. I got 2 1 in 16 fairies. And another run with really weird sloppy mistakes early on. Oh well. If not strike you as a Star Wars enjoyer, I am not. Not Star Trek either, but that's mainly because I haven't seen Star Trek. I mean, I think the original Star Wars movies are okay. They're fine, but that's like the extent of anything I care about Star Wars. I just haven't really seen much of Star Trek, although it might be... It seems okay. I might want to watch it someday. I'm not against it. Ain't nobody got time to sit through all the Star Wars. I mean, if you're talking about like all the extra stuff, all the non-main ones, I guess. Yeah, I've heard good things about Star Trek. Am I for or against clankers? Get those darn clankers out of here. Do I have a favorite Care Bear? I do not. I like them all equally. Although actually for the Star Wars stuff, so for the new Star Wars movies, I only watched the first two. I haven't watched the third, which is apparently super duper bad, which I actually kind of want to hate watch, but haven't gotten around to. Is the last Star Wars movie good for a hate watch, or is it like bad? Bad? Not even for a hate watch? No? Okay, never mind. But yeah, I watched the first two. First one was like okay, inoffensive. Second one was pretty bad. I knew that was gonna happen, dude. Sometimes if you grab the very, very corner of the elevator, you get crushed by the ceiling. And as soon as I grabbed it, I'm like, that looks like it might get crushed. And you can't do anything about it because you're stuck in the cutscene. Dude, that sucks. There's not really a good backup for that. Dude, this Flare Dancer is becoming the hardest room in the game. Crushed his fingies. Oh no. His fingies got crushed. Yeah, the backup is don't fail. But yeah, that's a dumb way to lose it. Alright, surely I can get a good dot skip this time. Hey. See, it's not that hard. Even at best by 0.1. You're about to ask what was on top of DC. How many people are still getting rando flashbacks? Or not flashbacks, but like every time you see an item, it's like, what item is that? Is that vanilla? Do you guys still have rando brain rot watching this? 100% of the time. Still surprised when I get vanilla hookshot. I've made it so you play a rando every week, so you'll have rando brain rot forever. Nice. Nothing wrong with a weekly rando. That was extremely close. I mean, it wasn't close at all. Yeah, dude, well, Vaja did the spot dodge and then I spot dodged back. Am I winning? Depends on your definition. I think I got snapback. I think the snapback killed my wrong warp. Yep, it's over. Dude. Really? So for that wrong warp, you have to hold up, and then after a certain amount of time, let go of up and let it go back to neutral. And I'm 90% sure that when I let go of neutral, it snapbacks and did like a tiny down input, and that ruined everything. No, I am on the fob. That's what's strange to me, is that I am on the fob, which should have snapback reduction. I wonder if I should look into that. Man, Fire Temple's killed a lot of runs today. Didn't think it would. I keep underestimating Fire Temple's difficulty. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard, but it kind of is. Do I ever plan to return to glitchless 100%? Well, to return to something I would have had to have done it before. I've never done glitchless 100%. But no, I am not shooting glitchless 100%. I'm somewhat interested in regular glitchless, but not glitchless 100%. Too long, and a lot of the reason I like Hundo is all the different glitches you can do. Like regular glitchless is interesting because there are actually a lot of unique strats to glitchless, but I don't think, I mean there definitely are some strats that extend to glitchless 100%, but not nearly enough to justify my things, especially over regular Hundo, considering regular Hundo is already so long. Can we just get Ganondorf to come to Kokiri? I think you can spawn Ganondorf in Kokiri Forest with cheats. Ganondorf is actually one of the bosses that spawning in other places actually, I think, generally works without crashing. If I die, can chat have my Switch? Would all you guys be okay with sharing a Switch? I feel like you guys would kind of get mad sharing a Switch. I don't think you guys can share. You guys would fight over it all the time. Cut the Switch into 1900 pieces. I'm sure that'll work out. That's probably fair. You want my CLG sweater? No one's getting my CLG sweater. That sweater is too good. And that's staying with me. Yeah, going to the grave with it. Do I have an MLG sweater? I do not. What about the CLG backpack? Same. Dude, the CLG backpack is actually so good. I use every trip I go on, I always take it. If there's one good thing I got out of CLG, it's the backpack. The backpack and the sweater. High tier items. Did I enjoy being in CLG? CLG was fine. To be honest, being in CLG was we kind of didn't do a whole lot in CLG, so it wasn't bad. Like, it was fine. But I think they were confused on how to advertise us or, like, do content with us. No, there was no drama. There was, like, except for the whole part with CLG, you know, dying, like, instantly within a day with no notice. There was no drama in CLG. It was just kind of, they were confused on, I guess, how to advertise. And like, to be fair, I think speedrunning in general is a bit weird with making content from speedruns, like aside from the typical, just like speedrun explainer stuff, which, you know, on a esports team, it's more like they were trying to advertise the players rather than the games they play. And I think doing that with speedrunners is not as easy. I think that kind of content to get people interested in the speedrunners is not as easy, I think. So I don't blame them for being confused, because honestly I'm not sure what the best thing to do would have been either. But yeah, a lot of it was just we kind of just existed on CLG sometimes. Like they did try, but sometimes there wasn't a whole lot to do besides just being there. But I wouldn't say it was bad or anything. Would I actually get a paycheck and some merch? We got some free stuff from like sponsorships, and we did get like travel to some events. Like they did have an in-person event at the CLG office, which was actually pretty cool. To be fair, like that event, they actually did treat us really well. Like we got to stay in a really fancy hotel. It was like a hotel that presidents have stayed in or something. They had like a thing on the wall of like, oh, these are all the famous people that have stayed at this fancy hotel. So the event they put on for us was actually pretty good. Although in hindsight, I suspect the money put into the event was probably not equal to the money gotten out of the event. Just a hunch. But they did treat us well. Like CLG was not, CLG didn't treat us bad. I think it was, at worst, they were confused at what to do sometimes, but I would not quite say they did anything bad. Usually how it goes with esports, yeah. Esports is just kind of a weird business. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't see the business model. I mean, I'm not exactly a business expert, but I don't see the business model of esports being that great, especially with speedrunners. So I don't quite blame them. Cause like they picked up speedrunners like before any other team started picking up speedrunners. Like it was very new to them also. And by speedrunners I mean me, I was the first. Everyone else came after me, just saying. Yeah, Cheese was on CLG too. It was me, Cheese, Phil, and Simple Flips. Oh yeah, and Linkus. How did I forget Linkus? Yeah. I knew I was forgetting someone. Yeah, of course, shout out to Simple Flips. He hates Linkus. Linkus forgotten. To be fair, Linkus was the last one on the team, I think. He got added a bit later. Speedrunner drama, Linkus and ZFG hate each other. Is there even any interest in speedrunner drama? Well, like, would that get... You know how, like, drama tubers are always trying to pick up the beef between streamers? Would speedrunner beef actually... Would anyone actually care? It'd be cringe. It would 100% be cringe, right? But, I mean, that cringe gets clicks, right? Front page news. They're starved for content. This is awkward. I definitely don't trust this, but I also don't know what a quick backup would be here. What happened there? The hand did the like hand swipe attack, which my ISG hit the hand before it could hit me, so I was fine without getting hit. But it does mean that I moved, and where Bongo dies matters for this setup, so I'm actually not sure what to do here. I don't know if I go for it. I think I just go for it. Let me see what happens. You know what? I manually adjusted for it like that. No, that's definitely not gonna work. I think that worked. Is that just like the easiest cutscene skip to manually adjust for? That's like 3 times it should not have worked, and I somehow got a manual adjustment that made it work. Like, you're not supposed to be able to just manually adjust these on the fly. Like, these are very precise. Random manual adjustments like that are not supposed to work. Yeah, I'm just so crazy good. It's just insane how good I am, man. Loses the run in Fire Temple again. That's really bad. Well, you do save in Fire Temple. I don't know how I got a jump slash there. Yeah, fire's rough. Keep thinking it's easier than it is. I'm not sure if this is right. Yeah, this is the part where at least some people use a metronome, but I don't really have trouble with this without a metronome. Okay, yeah, it was the wrong angle. My camera angle was bad on the hookshot. Well, now we got it, although very far behind. I probably should continue just to try to finish runs. Dude, okay, now I'm worried. I think I need another bomb drop now. That's really bad. I have ground jump? How do I get a ground jump? Dude. I just wasted so much time. I'm gonna have to get a bomb drop after Water Temple. I should have done that in the first place. Probably gonna do the door strat. Okay, a bit awkward, but it worked. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Okay, oh nice. Perfect. Too many. Oh, you know what? I can even skip the King Dodongo bomb now. Did I have a good birthday? It'd be better if my runs were better, but otherwise it's fine. I did not eat cake yet. Alright, a little sloppy, but wait, what? That's not where I split. I forgot. I used to split on entering the door. I forget, now I split on Nibiru. I was like, how did I save a minute and a half there? That crit wiggle killed another cutscene skip. Dude. Gonna have to watch the cutscene. The number of crit wiggles that have killed cutscene skips recently, absolutely insane. Well, I at least know a few that I thought were crit wiggles. The ones in Shadow, I actually did learn were not crit wiggles. Those were actually skill issues. But I still had a few others that have killed it, which is really weird. Alright, I'll still try to dude, wait, I'm gonna save time. Remember how last run, I had to look up the cutscene skip backup mid-run? I think it's faster to just watch the cutscene. It would have been faster to watch the cutscene than to look up the backup. A crit wiggle is when you're at 1 heart or less, every 256 frames, the game will randomly input a control stick input between up and up left. Wait a second. Uh-oh. I just realized something really bad. Anyone know what I just did? Watch this, watch this. Okay. So, after Spirit Temple, you need to save and reset Spirit Temple for the next rung warp to work. I forgot, because I'm not inside Spirit Temple, the save warp takes me a temple at a time, and because I have Spirit and Shadow Medallion, it starts Light Arrow cutscene. I forgot, because I failed the cutscene skip, I actually would have needed to run back into Spirit and reset. Okay, I'm not watching Light Arrow cutscene. I'm gonna end the run there. Because it's the longest cutscene in the game. One last run. You know, I would do one more run, but I feel like today has taught me that I have some more practice to do. So I think I should go do more practice rather than more runs. Worst birthday present ever? Yeah. No, I'm better practicing off stream. Sorry. I at least am learning more of the backups and things I need to avoid, which is good. But yeah, I'm gonna stop here for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Gonna go find someone to raid. I love looking at the OOT directory and see speedrunner in medallion cutscene. I have experienced that just now. When you see the thumbnail and they're in the medallion cutscene,